Redemption is to make our dream game. The game we want to play right now but doesn't exist.
The Road Rash style of game has disappeared. We want to bring it back.
There's so much you can do in today's physics, more realistic crashes, destructible environments, online multiplayer.
The multiplayer mode in Road Redemption goes beyond split screen. You and your friends will be able to form a gang and then fight against others online.
We really hope to foster a community of players that will play constantly against each other.
The levels we're building in Road Redemption are going to take you from desert roads to congested cities, and even to chase missions from rooftop to rooftop.
You can face off with other bikers using chains, bats, pipes, rifles, Tech 9s, Uzis, and more. Of course, kicking your opponent into an oncoming vehicle can be just as effective.
So Road Redemption not only combines combat with racing elements, it also wraps all of this in a larger story based on the roles of real-life biker gangs.
You play a new recruit to a motorcycle club, fighting your way up the ranks. Eventually you can lead your gang and fight to control drug distribution routes across the Midwest.
This is the kind of game that no one's made in over a decade, on any platform.
Members of the Road Redemption team have years of industry experience, and they come from places including Sega, Sony, NCSoft.
I first started creating games right when Xbox 360 came out.
Activision, GameLoft.
We know how 3D content pipelines work, we know how to do physical simulations, 3D game AI, blended animations, motion capture.
Disney, BioWare.
We have the passion, the will, and the know-how.
For a lot of us, the reason we got into game development is because we grew up playing games. Whether it was Atari, NES.
I grew up playing original Nintendo games.
Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis, Sega Master System.
Counter-Strike and Team Fortress.
Ultima Online.
Grand Theft Auto.
You can play for hours or days on end at a LAN party.
A lot of old school games are they're hard.
You get a much greater feeling of satisfaction when you finally beat that level.
We want to bring that back with Road Redemption.
We're creating a deep gameplay experience, something that's challenging and really rewards a player for building his own skill.
More than likely, the first thing that's going to happen to you when you get on a bike is you're going to get your head smashed in with a pipe.
Shooting a rider with a rifle when you're going 100 miles per hour through traffic isn't an easy thing to do, and we're not going to cheat to make it any easier.
Once you have some practice under your belt, you'll look like a motorcycle riding ninja.
It's not going to be easy, but it's going to be fun.
Getting the fans involved at an early stage of development is an opportunity you don't often get as a developer.
If you make a suggestion, we put it in the game, we'll give you credit, whether you back us or not.
Shortly after Road Redemption launches, we'll be releasing our source code, art assets, and project files.
People who may not have made a game before, never made a racing game, can take our game, look at how we've done it, expand upon it, mod it, and make something their own.
You can use our assets and project files in creation of your own similar game or your own very different game.
The reason we're going with Kickstarter as an indie developer is it gives us the opportunity to really target hardcore gamers.
With the resources we currently have from private investors, we can't really make the Road Redemption game that we really want.
Will this game do well in the open market? We don't know.
Publishers would never let us make a game like this.
But with your backing, we'll be able to make Road Redemption the game that we want to play.
I think there's something really special about being an indie game developer. You're able to do something and work on something you love. So you work a lot of hours, but it doesn't always feel like work. I think that's a really special thing, and anytime you have an opportunity to work on something you love, you can put everything you've got into it and really enjoy it. And I think that reflects on the quality of the product and the experience that the players will have playing it.